I get ready and I guess condition properly.
Yeah, just get ready and adapt to it. Thanks, Mary. Look, I want to dig a whole lot deeper now on this issue of how players are going to cope in these extreme conditions. Joining me now is Raymond Verheyen, who's been on the coaching staff at 3 World Cups, no less, 3 European Championships too, with the Netherlands, South Korea and Russia. Raymond, thanks very much for joining us today from our London studios. Look, we all know these players are finely tuned athletes, all supremely fit, but based on your experiences, what specifically are the effects going to be when they're subjected to these kind of conditions that they're simply not used to?
Yeah, besides the heat, I think the biggest problem will be the humidity, which means that the players will lose a lot of fluid, liters of fluid, and as a result, they will have less blood running through their body, and consequently, the muscles will get tired way before the 90th minute.
I'm imagining, without any doubt, that's going to affect their recovery time between games. That's going to be impacted in a big way. And this is really important as well during the World Cup. Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is already difficult to recover between games in normal circumstances because you only have 3 or 4 days. But given these exceptional circumstances in Brazil, I think recovery will be even more difficult and slower. So I think a lot of things are required from the backroom staff to speed up the recovery of the players.
I want to focus in on a couple of teams in particular. Italy and England are going to be playing each other. They've been preparing to try and simulate these kind of conditions. The English national team, for example, this week in Miami in South Florida. How realistic even is that to try and simulate?
Well, at least what you can say is that they try everything possible, so they deserve credit for that. What they can simulate is the heat, but what is more difficult to simulate is the humidity. So that is still something that the players are going to struggle with. But till a certain extent, the players will be acclimatized to the circumstance in Brazil. But what you see at the same time is that these teams are training really hard and sometimes even twice a day. So what worries me is that on the one hand, the players will be acclimatized to the heat, but their bodies will be relatively tired because of all the training, and then eventually they will still struggle in these circumstances.
Going to take its toll, especially after long, hard seasons for European-based players as well. Want to know what viewers can expect, the match-going fans as well. How do you expect the pace or the style, the overall flow to these games to be affected in Manuas?
Well, you have 2 options. The teams either play their normal game, and then they will struggle after about 60, 70 minutes, and then the quality of the play will go down dramatically. Or on the other hand, teams will be proactive and they will pace themselves in the first half in an attempt to maintain it for 90 minutes. And in both situations, you will see that the speed of the game will be lower than what we are used to as fans, and there will also be more errors. So I think we have to prepare ourselves for lower quality football.
All right, Raymond Verheyen, thanks for joining us. We appreciate your expertise on the topic.